And they're off. Fire on Time breaks in stride, and Echo Zulu sent on for speed as well, and these two hook up early. Echo Zulu up for an arrow lead. Fire on Time sticks right with her. Spirit Wind, 2.5 lengths back, racing in third. Marissa's Lady's up into fourth, and Last Leaf is down inside fifth. So down the backstretch run, and it's Echo Zulu the leader. Fire on Time is right there, pressing second through the opening quarter mile. Spirit Wind not far behind them in third. They went that quarter in a sharp 21 and 3. They're on the far turn. Echo Zulu continues to be pressed by Fire on Time. And these two round the far turn together. 2.5 lengths back to Spirit Wind. Last Leaf and Marissa's Lady. So round the far turn, Fire on Time puts a nose in front. Right outside the quarter pole, Echo Zulu cuts the corner off the turn. These two head-to-head heading for the 8th pole. Echo Zulu shaken up for speed. Fire on Time tries to stick with her, but Echo Zulu opens up by 2, now by 3. Fire on Time back in second. Spirit Wind is third. Last Leaf is fourth. Coming down to the finish, Echo Zulu. Looking good. Geared down to win it by 4. Fire on Time was second. Tight for third. Last Leaf for Spirit Wind. They're in the gate. And they're off. And Pretty Birdie comes blasting out of there. Quickly in front by 2. Capellia comes on from the outside. Frank's Rocket from the inside tries to get off the rail just a bit there as Pretty Birdie crosses and clears down the backstretch run. 5 furlongs to go. Pretty Birdie leads. Capellia second. Frank's Rocket chasing them in behind while third. Last Leaf toward the rail in fourth, and Praise and Honor is fifth. 4 lengths off with 4 furlongs to go. Here's an opening quarter, 21 and 4. Pretty Birdie onto the far turn, the leader. Capellia is on the chase in second. Frank's Rocket's back in third, 3 lengths behind. Now 3 furlongs remaining. Pretty Birdie rounding the far turn. Capellia still right there second. Junior Alvarado sends Frank's Rocket through toward the inside. Tries to come off the rail and does. Setting sights on Pretty Birdie. Down inside, Last Leaf cut the corner with a nifty move there. Top of the stretch, Pretty Birdie trying to fend off Frank's Rocket. Frank's Rocket willingly and easily takes the lead, but Last Leaf continues to close. Frank's Rocket's in front a length and a half. Last Leaf trying to close in toward the rail. Frank's Rocket having to work for it, and she'll get it by 3/4 in the end. Last Leaf gave her a scare. Pretty Birdie third, Capellia fourth.
And they're off in the Madison. Goodnight Olive comes right out for the early lead. Hugh Gary is there with her, though, and Society in between that pair as they head up the back stretch. Now here's Society moving up between horses. Hugh Gary to her outside has the lead by a neck. Goodnight Olive is third, close up down toward the inside. Then a break of nearly 5 more lengths back to Mare, Quite Contrary, who's in the 4th position, and Cocktail Moments last to the 5. Back up front, Society against the rail. Hugh Gary on her outside. They contest the lead. 2 lengths in front of Goodnight Olive, gap of 2.5 more to Mare, Quite Contrary onto the far turn, and Cocktail Moments his last. 22.53 seconds was the time for the opening quarter. Society the leader. She leads it by just a neck. Hugh Gary is there. Now Goodnight Olive switches lanes, comes toward the far outside. Here's Goodnight Olive making her move to take the lead by a head around the far turn. Society still there toward the inside, though. Hugh Gary between that pair is third. Gap of 3. Mare, Quite Contrary is swinging out to the center of the track in fourth. Cocktail Moments last to the 5. Goodnight Olive has the lead. Mare, Quite Contrary, trying to chase her down with 1/8 of a mile to go, and Society is third back toward the inside. Goodnight Olive, just over a 16th to go. Mare, Quite Contrary, still trying, still 2 lengths away. The champ in front. Goodnight Olive chased all the way by Mare, Quite Contrary. Goodnight Olive to win the Grade 1 Madison for Irad Ortiz Jr. in a successful season's debut. 1 minute 23.12 seconds.
And they're off in the Better Roses Stakes, and from the inside post, Goodnight Olive tries for the lead along with Wicked Halo. Now Beguine is moving up along with Dr. B. So it is Wicked Halo, the gray, in between horses. Beguine is down at the rail, and those two are now heads apart. Dr. B takes back in third. Goodnight Olive is down at the rail, and on the outside is Caramel Swirl. Begin leads here by a neck. Wicked Halo on the outside runs second. The quarter went in 22 and 4/5 seconds. Dr. B is in third. Caramel Swirl on the outside. And the big favorite, Goodnight Olive, is down at the rail. As they race around the far turn, it's Begin with the lead here. Wicked Halo in pursuit in second. Caramel Swirl moving well up on the outside and now going up to challenge the front runners. And Goodnight Olive makes a move down towards the rail. Here's Wicked Halo now to take a narrow lead. Begin is at the rail. Goodnight Olive is in behind horses. Caramel Swirl is on the outside. And then Dr. B, the half mile in 46 seconds. On the outside, here's Caramel Swirl up to challenge Wicked Halo. Goodnight Olive is driving in third with less than an eighth of a mile to the finish. Here comes Goodnight Olive up to challenge Caramel Swirl and Wicked Halo. The three of them will battle it out to the finish, and it is Goodnight Olive by a head. Goodnight Olive back to the winner's circle, and a Rod Ortiz.